Welcome back to 5 Talk Street. I'm Scott Murray. The Parenting Center in Fort Worth is committed to giving families the tools they need to succeed. Jennifer Acker is the Family Life Education Program Manager of the Parenting Center, and she will fill us in on some of the great services available at the center. Thank you so much for coming. Really, thanks so much for coming. I'd shake your hand, but you tell me you've got a little cold, so I'll stay here and you stay there. Sounds like a deal. Thanks for all you do. I have been involved with the Parenting Center in a number of different capacities over the years, and every time I go there I say, you know, they get it. I wish there was some way that we could just kind of open up people's head and pour in all that knowledge and wisdom that you have so that we all could be great parents. So thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you look upon as maybe the 2 or 3 most important things that you could share with the public on a day-to-day basis?
The services that we have available, we have counseling and play therapy services available for anyone, any age. We also have family transitions program available. So if people are experiencing divorce and they want to make that as easy as possible on the children, we have classes that teaches them how to go through that process and try to make it as easy as possible, parenting from 2 different households. We have our Family Life Education program, so we have classes on a variety of topics, probably over 60 topics. And a lot of people know us for doing the classes on site, but we actually go out to schools and churches and other organizations and do classes there as well. So if someone needs a class on bullying or some hot topic, we can come out there and we can do that.
You talk about bullying, that's really become a real issue in
Absolutely.
our world today, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
Was it something that was always there and we just didn't recognize it, or it was kind of in the closet and we just didn't want to deal with it? Or why has this come about?
I think just awareness in general. I think people pay more attention of the impact that has on children, has opened more people up to wanting to stop it, prevent it, recognize it. I think just the awareness itself has really made huge strides in that area. We also have the parenting advice line, so maybe parents not sure they need a class, but they've got a question, they can just call us. That's open from noon to 3, Monday through Thursday, or Monday through Friday.
Is there a number for that?
There is. I think you guys have it on the thing up there, but it is 817-332-6399. That's not a crisis line, but just an advice line. If you want to reach us for other things besides parenting advice, they can call our main number.
Well, playing off of what you just said there, are there some things, Jennifer, that maybe are a little more prevalent with our world here today in the 21st century versus what they might have been when you or I were growing up? I remember if you had somebody in your class that didn't live in a 2-parent family, that was really extreme. I mean, I had maybe 2 or 3 kids in my entire graduating class from high school that came from a divorced family. And now over 50% of our families are single-parent families. So when you deal that and you realize the dynamics of what it is now and what our culture is today, what are some of the real concerns that parents have, or some of the more asked questions that you might get on those helplines?
Sure. A lot of them have to do with, how do I balance parenting from one home when the other parent lives in another home, and how do we parent on the same page? A lot of times they ask, how do I go at it as a single parent? I need a little more support. There's not another person in the home to ask questions of, hey, what do you think we should do about this situation? So being able to reach out and just get those questions asked. We get a lot of questions about potty training or how to discipline teenagers. Those are very popular phone calls that we get.
I've got about 30, 40 seconds left, so I'm not a lot of time for you to answer this, but what's the most rewarding thing for you to deal with what I think is the most important job on the face of this earth, and that's being a parent? It's certainly from a responsibility standpoint.
Absolutely. To see parents realize many times we parent the way we were parented. And maybe that's a great successful thing, but so much research is out there within the last 30 years of what can we do differently as parents now that our parents didn't know to do. That would be some new tools, make sure we're building their self-esteem, helping them to be successful children and adults. I just love to see when they achieve those new goals.
Give me the number or the website. People need some help. Where do they go?
theparentingcenter.org. It's the best place to go and find classes, numbers for counseling, the parenting advice line, everything they might need.
theparentingcenter.org.
You've got it.
That's simple.
Absolutely.
Take advantage of it, folks. It's a great organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And take care of that cold.
I will.
All right, very good. Don't go away. We're coming back with more of 5 Talk Street right after this.